Listen, I blew out my candles and the Pentagon blew up Iran.
You're listening to Daily Sip with Marcel, giving you morning moments of insight, laughter, and a little something to stir the soul.
Welcome back to the Daily Sip with Marcel. Go ahead, grab your coffee, or honestly, considering today's news, maybe just spike it with some bourbon, yeah. Take a seat because we need to talk, my friends. Today's episode is deeply personal and frankly historical. Usually for my birthday, I'm just hoping for a gift card that actually has some money on it. But this year, the universe decided to go a different route. Yes, the theme of today's show is I blew out my candles and the Pentagon blew up Iran. Yeah. While I was waking up to celebrate another year on Saturday, February 28th, at exactly 1:15 a.m. in the morning, the U.S. Central Command decided to start their own party. Yeah. Under the orders of President Trump, Admiral Brad Cooper kicked off what they're calling Operation Epic Fury. I wanted a cake. The military wanted major combat operations. Honestly, my friends, the naming department really leaned into the heavy metal album aesthetic this year. So what happened while I was opening socks? I wasn't opening any socks today. Nah, what happened when I got up and I had a cup of coffee? Yeah, America, 250. So what happened? According to the Department of War, which is a much more honest name. Yeah, let's be real. I like it being called the Department of War. This was the most lethal and complex aerial operation in history. Yeah, at dawn, they hit the Middle East, over 100 aircraft. Yes, fighters, tankers, drones, and bombers that flew all the way from the States just to be extra. Launched in one giant wave. Yes, they did it, my friends. They targeted over 1,000 hits in the first 24 hours. Even the space and cyber commands went in first to non-kinetically blind Iran. Basically, they turned off Iran's Wi-Fi and deleted their GPS before the missiles even arrived. It's the ultimate ghosting, my friends. The Pentagon is framing this as the final bill. 47 years of Iranian shenanigans. Car bombs, yes. Rockets, yes. Funding militia, yes. Apparently, the U.S. finally reached the find out stage of the mess around graph. Yeah. FAFO. Big time. Yes, I cannot believe it. 47 years we've been putting up with this. And remember, my friends, all this stuff that happened in between those 47 years and how many men and women have been mutilated, killed by roadside bombs and everything else that they threw at us. Remember last June, Operation Midnight Hammer? That operation turned Iran's nuclear program into expensive gravel. The U.S. offered peace. Yes, we went and told them, listen, let's make a deal. We're going to take care of you. All you have to do is say, I'm not going to do any more nuclear bombs. I'm not going to have any nuclear programs. But you know what they did? They didn't do that. They're arrogant, stupid. They said, hey, baby, no way. They said the U.S. offered peace, but the regime basically said, you know what? I have a new foeman. Who's this? They started rebuilding. So Epic Fury is the, per my last email, of military response. The military objectives are more focused than a toddler on an iPad. Yeah, we're going to delete those offensive missiles. We're unscribing their production facilities. We are going to obliviate their naval infrastructure. We already did. 11 of their ships are sunk. We're going to ensure Nuclear Iran stays in the fiction section of the library. Yes, my friends, this involved B-2 bombers doing a 37-hour round trip, just like they did before. Imagine sitting in a cockpit for 37 hours just to drop a penetrating munition. I, my friends, can't even sit through a Marvel movie without 3 bathroom breaks. God bless these pilots. The military wants us to know what this isn't. It's not a regime change. It's not nation building. We'll leave that to Venezuela right now. There are no stupid rules of engagement. Basically, they aren't trying to build libraries or win hearts and minds. They are trying to break stuff and make the other side quit. No vibe, just strikes. But look, as the secretary said today, as hell, it's not all cool nicknames and stealth jets. We've already lost 4 Americans. God bless them. Let's think of them and their families. And we lost 3 15Es that went down overnight. They say it's friendly fire. I could see where that could happen. It's a surreal feeling, my friends. You blow out your candles, and halfway across the world, the map gets redrawn. We are 57 hours in, and the U.S. owns the skies, but it's going to be a long, gritty slog. And to you families of the Joint Force carrying this weight, we see you, and we're thinking of you. And that's it for today's Daily Sip. It's a heavy one, but I will never forget this birthday. Stay informed, stay safe. And if today's sip gave you something to think about, smile about, or share, pass it on. Be sure to follow the show so we can keep sipping together. Until next time, I'm Marcel. Stay grounded, stay grateful, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for letting me be part of your day. And until next time, keep noticing what makes life taste a little better. And if you're loving this, don't just sip in silence. Follow us, hit the subscribe button, and pour this into someone else's cup. Share it, spread it. Let's wake the world up together, one daily sip at a time.